Gentlemen, welcome at the US Open. Couple of reminders for this match. You get a net sensor, tower boxes on each corner of the court. We're going to introduce the red one, okay, the white one for the okay, two locations for the shot of the two far corners, as you can see. So please keep an eye on them. We have the VR, the video review of this course. So basically you can 3 times per set in correct ones. You can channel the fit for the not up. The form shot, the touch, and some other stuff. Okay, we do it out on the match if you need it. And we have also the live ELC system. Okay, if you reach 6 games old in the final set, then the 10 points might tiebreak will be played. So good. Any questions from your side? Nothing. US Open here or the trophies? Trophies? This one for me? Trophies. This it?
Well, a very warm welcome along, everybody, to action from Stadium 17 here on day one of the main draw here at this year's US Open. There's a lot of people here on Stadium 17. Good to see. It's a lovely part of the day, part of the evening to be playing tennis and to be watching tennis as well. The searing heat of this afternoon has just made way a little bit. And there's a real buzz around this place as Holger Rune takes on Brandon Nakashima. I tell you what, probably one of the matches of the day that we have to bring you here. The winner will take on either Coco or Carreño Busta. That is still to be decided, but there's some interesting names in this section of the draw. You can see Riley Opelka, Lorenzo Musetti as well, number 18 seed. But Holger Rune certainly will be fancying his chances. He'll be very wary of what Brandon Nakashima can bring to court. It's not an easy first match for either of these two players. As we see, temperature still 27 degrees, but it just feels a little bit cooler than it was a couple of hours ago. And we're looking forward to seeing how this one unfolds. Mikey Pereira in the commentary box. Delighted to say Mark Lucero is alongside me. Mark, it's lovely to see you, and this is a great match to have here on Stadium 17.
When I was looking at the order of play, when they published it the other day, this was one of the matches that I circled, and I was obviously excited to be able to watch it. Holger Rune, one of the bright stars of the tour, maybe a couple of years ago, some big promise. Fell off a little bit over the last year and a half, but looks like this summer he's starting to find some of his tennis again.
He certainly is, and he found it big time in Cincinnati, reaching that semi-final, losing out to Francis Tiafoe in a very tight affair, tie-break in the deciding set. But yeah, it's not been plain sailing for Rune this year. He's had to go through some things. Obviously, he's changed things up with his coaching team as well. It's been a slightly stuttering year, but for a player who, well, everything was going to plan the last few years, it was all an upward trajectory. You're going to have these little dips, and he'll have to get used to that and fight back to where he feels he should be in the game. He's world number 15 right now. He has been world number 4. Do you think he'll get back to world number 4?
I do. Very physical player. He's got weapons. He can generate offense from both sides of the court. You never know when your reality check is going to come, when you're on your way up, and he has hit his, and it's kind of how you deal with it. That's what sort of determines the arc of your career.
Yeah, it's a long career, isn't it? There will be ups and downs, and Holger Rune looking to fight back to where he has been. Brandon Nakashima, things have been going very well for him this year, and he just seems to be a player. Every week you see he's recording a lot of wins, and that really is all you can do. He's played some good stuff on the hard courts of North America over the last few weeks, reaching the last 16 in Montreal. Again, he reached that same stage in Cincinnati. He's making great strides.
Particularly after a difficult couple of years.
Yeah.
You know, he was inside the top 50, that dropped outside the top, I think, 150. And this year, he really did the dirty work in the beginning of the year. Like you said, won a ton of matches, especially at the challenger level. And that's, you know, put him on a great trajectory right now.
Could be really interesting, this, as we say hello to our chair umpire for this one from France, Arnaud Gabas. Some bright shoes they've got, the umpires this year, and the belts as well, standing out. It's a great stadium, this, Stadium 17, and both these players will be looking to light it up. Holger Rune, we know what he can produce. He's such an exciting young player. There is his team. Kenneth Carlsen in the centre there. Of course, his mum to the left there as well, Annika. Never too far away. Very solid player, Brandon Nakashima. Will be a tough nut to crack, certainly, for Holger Rune here this evening. Time is just about gone 5:30 here on this Monday. It's been a terrific day of tennis so far, and still some big stories to be written over the next few hours.
There's Team Nakashima in the white hat. You have Coach Davide Sanguinetti, also Mariano Puerta is with him. It's Brandon's dad in the Fila hat behind him. His mom to the right. Got a big team.
The retro shirt as well.
I like it. Dig it.
Great place to be. Stadium 17, Holger Rune taking on Brandon Nakashima. Feels a tough one to call, which way it's going to go. Get comfortable, everyone. Could be a close one. Holger Rune has never beaten Nakashima. They've played twice. Nakashima's won on both occasions. The Next Gen finals in 2021, and more recently in Shanghai last year. It will be Nakashima to get us underway. Nice start. Finding his spots early here. Nakashima, the current world number 50, 5-0. Holger Rune, the current world number 15. This will be a nice nerve settler. Service hold. That's exactly what Nakashima finds. Hold to love.
Hard worker, no drama.
Was that here in New York?
It was in Los Angeles.
Okay.
In Carson.
He saw the draw, Holger Rune. Was thinking, oh, just a little easier one would have been nice, just to ease my way into this event.
Yeah, wild card.
Yeah, exactly. That's nice.
Yeah, look for Rune to target the Nakashima forehand on return, especially on big points or when he feels like he needs a point. Brandon Nakashima is known for having one of the best backhands on tour.
Good serve there from Rune. It's actually a tournament he's not really made a big stamp on yet, Holger Rune, of the Grand Slams. It's the one he's performed worst in. Reached the third round in 2022. That's the furthest he's been. Australian Open fourth round, the other two quarterfinals in both.
These two are going to make for good rallies. Both very solid from the back of the court. They like to sort of use the body punches to try to create openings.
Did lose in the first round here 12 months ago, Rune, to Roberto Carballes Baena. 4 sets. It's well put away. Good depth from Rune, just to set that point up nicely. Both players in the swing of things.
Yeah, watch Rune use his legs to create offense. He creates space on the inside out, then gets up to the short ball so quickly. He doesn't allow Nakashima any time to recover and get back to the middle of the court. It's when he's playing his best tennis. He's using his feet as one of his weapons.
Good pace on that. Zipping on through.
This looks like a really improved area of the game for Brandon Nakashima. You know, the last time I saw him, he was playing my guy Stevie Johnson, and I don't remember him being able to hit the serve with this amount of pop.
Yeah, very efficient service game so far from Nakashima. Yeah, taking care of business quickly. Brandon Nakashima. Service hold to love. Started very well behind his own deal. Not too many spare seats here tonight. That's very solid. There is so much easy power that Rune possesses.
15-all.
The Rune inside-out forehand at the Nakashima backhand, the strength on strength is the matchup that I'm going to be paying attention to today. Rune can create a lot of angle with that inside-out, the direction, get that ball going away from Nakashima, forcing him to chip with the one-handed slice. It opens up the court.
That's beautifully done. Nakashima up the line this time.
15-13.
I like this kind of shot early in the match, especially against a player who's looking for inside-out forehands. It really forces them to honor that part of the court.
It's been a very focused start, this, from Nakashima. And problems here for Rune.
15-14.
Early break points, Nakashima.
Wipe these off. $30-14.
Still a chance. Well put away. Holger Rune on the back pedal, dealt with that well.
Juice.
Yeah, this goes back to Rune targeting the Nakashima forehand return on big points. Gets that return coming back through the middle of the court. This opens up the rest of the court for Holger Rune. Takes away the Nakashima angles. Holger Rune, one of the better overheads in today's game also.
Lovely touch. Clever shot to play. Saw Nakashima some way behind the baseline. There's lots of space to play with.
Advantage Rune.
Really high tennis IQ from Holger Rune. A great place to hit that shot from inside the court. Nakashima was a couple paces back behind the baseline.
Juice.
And again, the sort of point I think we're going to see a lot of. Nakashima very happy to be patient there. Oh, what a strike that is. It's almost a half volley from Rune.
Advantage Rune.
Actually a pretty good return from Nakashima, but Rune not giving up any ground, taking the ball on the rise. He takes away time. Again, not letting Nakashima return through the middle of the court.
Well, it does come through unscathed. It wasn't a simple game for Rune, but he'll be relieved, as will his team, smiling away.
Hit a second serve like that, deserve a few smiles. Yeah.
2 games all. Interesting start to this one here on Stadium 17. And do stay connected to the US Open on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and WhatsApp. Join the conversation with hashtag US Open. It's all there.
15 up.
You big on TikTok, Mark?
No, I'm not. Maybe for the US Open I will be, though.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
The only TikToks I've looked at were when I was coaching Amanda Anisimova. She would send me a lot of funny ones, and so I'd watch them, yeah.
30
I'm
love.
surprised you didn't make you dance in any of them.
Brandon Nakashima, though, thoroughly efficient
Yeah.
on his serve to start this match.
Yeah, I think that's the word, efficient. He's been so confident, composed. He's not lost a point yet behind his own serve.
40 love.
Looking for 3 service holds to love in a row.
Game Nakashima.
Can't do much more than this. Brandon Nakashima
Nakashima needs 3
continues
games
on
to
his
2
merry
points.
way. And so far, so... So where next? This opening set. It's on serve at the moment, and Nakashima looking very comfortable.
Love 15.
Right back to work again here, Nakashima. Oh, very good. Sensing his moment to come forward and applying the finishing touch. Oh, he's got some fans in.
15 all.
You know, it's interesting, both players kind of building points through the middle of the court. A lot of respect for the ground stroke ability, but that Rune backhand is just that's big. Again, that court awareness sneaking in when Nakashima floated that slice, falling behind him.
$30-15.
Really good body serve there, Rune. Always a good option, playing good returners, people that, especially that return well when their arms are stretched.
$30.
Just struggling to find first serves at the moment. Rune down at 37%. Really needs to improve that. Nakashima's only missed one first serve. Good stuff from Rune, soaking up some big striking again.
Juice.
Seemed to have a fairly amicable departure with Patrick Mouratoglou this year, Holger Rune. Ceased their working relationship this summer.
Not a fan of these like Instagram posts back and forth,
Yeah.
you know.
It's also modern, isn't it?
Yeah.
stuff again from Nakashima. He's on the charge.
Advantage Nakashima.
The point quality is continuing to rise, and these two are going to be a lot of fun to watch. Both good athletes, particularly Rune, a really good defender. But the 1-in-1 pattern right there from Nakashima, too good.
Well, there we go. It is the breakthrough, and Nakashima, you have to say, it probably has been coming. He's looked far the more comfortable player. And Holger Rune just not finding enough first serves, putting himself under real pressure. And the breakthrough does come.
You can get out of trouble here and there, but it's tough to live in that troublesome region for too long, especially against a really good returner like Nakashima.
First serve.
Actually saw in that box Rune winning more than 50% of his second serve points, which would ordinarily be really good if you're serving around 70%. But if you're serving only around 40%, it's not going to get it done.
Well, it's the first point that Nakashima's lost behind his own serve.
You know, Mikey, I was looking at some stats, and I was looking back at 2021 when Rune really made his big move, and he was a top 10 returner on tour on the ATP stat page. This year, over the last 52 weeks, he's ranked 58th in the return stats. And one of the big areas is his second serve points. One has really gone down by more than 10%.
That's a huge dip.
Huge dip, especially for someone with his attributes and, you know, with his weapons. Oh, good return right there on the second serve. A pretty good second serve, actually, too, from Nakashima.
30.
Just about gone 6 o'clock here in New York. It's the fourth match of the day on this Stadium 17. That's not coming back. Much more like it from Holger Rune.
30-14.
Little uptick there in the tempo of the feet from Rune to get around that ball so quickly and really accelerate. It's like high level of commitment once he decided to get around that ball and hit the inside out.
Good ace to find from Nakashima. It's ace number 5 for him. Certainly the hardest he's had to work on a service game so far.
Advantage, Nakashima.
A couple of guys who won some tour matches right there.
Good stuff.
Nakashima.
Brandon Nakashima
Few balls, please.
just keeping Holger Rune at bay.
Nakashima leads 5 games
And
to
that
2.
is the American who leads the way. Healthy lead he has now. 5.
Nice little perch right there on court 12. You can watch 11, 12, 17.
Love, 15.
This looks a little out of sorts here, Rune. And he was having a word with the chair umpire, Arno Gabas, what we think about maybe switching on the lights. Didn't entirely hear it clearly, but seemed to be the case. That would be understandable.
Yeah, you can see there's a lot of shadows in the court, so that court can be a little darker than some of the others earlier. I've heard from some players who don't really like playing at this time of day, like this kind of twilight, dusk, or whatever you might call it. They have a hard time tracking the ball. Shelby Rogers was like that with me a lot. She always, told me she didn't like playing at this time of day.
Problems here, just cannot get the timing at all.
Well, these balls look like they're getting on him quickly too, so that could be something too. Maybe he feels like he's having a hard time seeing the ball.
Oh, it's so good. What a way to put a full stop on a very impressive set of tennis. Brandon Nakashima takes the first set 6 games to 2. Going. Can Nakashima keep things going his way? Mikey Pereira alongside Mark Lucero. Serving so well. All seems a bit of a rush at the moment from Rune.
C15.
Frustration for Rune.
4-3-15.
The Nakashima backhand lines just effective time after time, not letting Rune set up and control points out of the backhand corner.
Nakashima. First game, second set. Take a seat, please, behind the player. Thank you, sir. Love 30. Thank you. Love 40. Out. Nakashima leads 3 games to low, second set. Third love. Thirty 50. C15. Nakashima leads 3 games to love, second set by 1 set to love. 50 love. C15. C15. Nakashima leads 3 games to 1. Second set. That's second set. Love 15. $15. $15-30. 15-14. $30-14. Deuce. Advantage, Nakashima. Nakashima leads 4-1. Second set by 1-2. Net for serve. Wait please. $15-all. 20-15. Section. And for serve. Forty. Juice. Advantage winner.
Stayed a bit lower than I think he expected there, Rune.
Juice.
We've played just over an hour. It's not really gone to plan at all for Rune so far. He's got to try and hang tough in this second set.
That's for serve. Advantage Nakashima.
Some more frustrated shouts from Rune over towards his team. Nakashima on a roll. Is a game away from taking this second set.
Nakashima leads 5-1. Second set.
Well, he's not really sure which way to turn at the moment. Thought he just steadied the ship a little bit about 20 minutes ago. Now it's all a bit chaotic again.
Love 15.
He had raised his level. A couple really long rallies seemed to help him find a little bit of a rhythm. He was close. And at one point, it seemed like kind of threw him off where he was having the conversation about the replay that he wanted.
Oh, that's nice. On the stretch. Takes it on well.
15-13.
It's when you know someone's going through a rough time when they hit a winner and they're still shaking their head. Got to watch out for someone who's swinging free.
15-14.
Yeah, just catching Nakashima out a bit here. Big serving.
Juice.
Big and bold and decisive from Brandon. Who's making a lot of the home fans smile right now. First double fault of the match for Nakashima.
Juice.
Heavy again. 1-2-8.
Advantage Nakashima.
Set point Nakashima.
Second set Nakashima.
Oh, Brandon means business.
6-1.
Twice these two have played in the past. Twice it's gone the way of Nakashima. He's looking for 3 in a row. to dig deep right now because this is not going to plan at all for the 15th seed.
15-love.
Now for Brandon Nakashima, he has just played such a solid brand of tennis so far. That one swept away well. Well, I'm certainly not counting out Nakashima's ability to close this out in straight sets, but it does just feel that if Holger Rune can just find something, that these two could be locked in for a long battle here.
Yeah, I find it hard to believe that Rune is going to continue to play like this. He's a great competitor. He's got a lot of weapons. I think he's going to get better. With Nakashima, can he maintain it? That, I don't know.
Well, it's perhaps the most comfortable service hold we've seen from Rune all match. So that is handy to kick off the third set.
$50.
Lands this one safely.
15-all.
It's going to be important for early in this set, Nakashima to establish that serve. Keep the first serve percentage up. And don't give Rune too many looks.
$30-15.
It's like he heard me.
Good pace on it. Clever shot.
40-15. Mr. Rune is requesting to see the review on the left near side.
Well, Rune, I just think he wants to take on anybody and anything. He's taking on the technology now. Wants a closer look at this. It was close in fairness, so worth a look.
One game on, third set.
I like this play from Rune trying to get in. It's been pretty successful today. Obviously, got good hands. It's another way for him to sort of try to disrupt the rhythm of Nakashima from the back of the court.
Well, he just can't afford a sloppy game like this, Holger Rune. Floodlights have flickered on now.
(15-13).
And without having to do a great deal, Nakashima has a couple of break points here. She's been very solid in this game.
Yeah, and these courts are quick enough this year that if you hit the ball with some amount of depth and some pace, the ball's going to really scoot through, so you can find ways to get ahead in the point without taking too much risk, especially if you hit up a flat ball, kind of like Brandon Nakashima does.
Well, there's one very well dealt with by Rune.
30-14.
Well, he had a look. Nakashima just couldn't find it.
Juice. Advantage Rune.
Well, this is a massive game now.
Juice.
But the longer it goes, obviously the more important it becomes for Rune. For Nakashima, you know, it'd be nice, but not necessary. But psychologically, the value becomes huge for Rune.
That's a good play from Rune. Making his move forward.
Advantage Rune.
Coach liked it. Big hold for Holger Rune
Rune leads
as he tries to drag things in his direction.
net, second serve. Out, 30-11.
Where's Mum gone? Just a break, or is she headed off for the evening?
Settling in for, I think, a best of 5, you know?
He's missed that backhand a lot.
40-love.
He's got to feel close. He's got to feel like he's, you know, unlocked a little adjustment, like coming forward. He's going to put a lot of pressure in, going to continue to make Nakashima try to hit passes with that forehand.
Hey, Nakashima.
And away that goes. Very good game for Nakashima.
2 games all, third set.
Well, do stay connected to the US Open on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and also WhatsApp. Join the conversation with hashtag US Open. There's a lot to talk about after today's play.
That backhand from the middle of the court gave him a little bit of trouble.
15.
You know, I'd like to see Brandon Nakashima sort of step up his level of aggression this game. Try to put a little bit more pressure on Rune. Try to be a little more proactive this return game. That's a good return there. About a foot off the baseline, some pace.
Out. 15-13.
And Nakashima passive. He had a mid-court forehand there. He didn't do enough with it. Allowed Rune to take that ball early and get in.
Well, that was just a little bit of a net cord on the way through. Made it a tad uncomfortable for Rune.
Juice.
Pressure game again for Rune.
Mr. Rune is requesting to see the replay on the subs.
He's not trusting the tech again.
Seeing is believing.
Let's have a look.
Thank you.
Let's have a look, everybody. Holger wants to see.
Second serve.
There we go. Brilliant play. And Holger Rune with a look to somebody.
I think somebody said something before his second serve. He looked up there, see if he could figure out who it was. Brandon Nakashima again, I think a little too passive.
Please.
Well, it worked out well for him. Holger Rune.
Beautiful.
And are we in for the long haul here on Stadium 17? There's just a couple of games. Nakashima will feel maybe he should have broken. Holger Rune standing firm.
I would expect Rune to make a really big physical push this game, see if he can get on top of Nakashima. I like this response from Brandon Nakashima, super aggressive first point.
Too much behind it from Nakashima. It's just all looking a bit sharper now, the movement of Rune.
Sharper, quicker, good tempo. We haven't seen a backhand up the line from Nakashima in a little while. It's one of the indicators of how aggressive he's feeling.
That helps. Ace number 10. He's certainly winning the ace battle.
Hold T15. Mr. Rune requesting to see the replay on the service line.
You know what's coming. He's asked to see the call again. Arnaud Gavas being a little generous, letting him see that one.
De-escalation. Constant de-escalation.
Nakashima.
That's a big hold as well, even though there's improvements coming from the Danish end. Nakashima standing tall. well played. Nakashima just kept things under control there.
It was a really good chip lob he hit, defending in that backhand corner. And left that slice hanging. Not as good as he would have liked, but a great lob here. It's not your favorite thing to see when the player goes back to hit a tweener on a ball that wasn't like that tough. As a coach, I should say. The crowd, as a crowd, you love to see it. Yeah.
That's a big double fault there from Rune. Number 5. Unless Mama's moved seats, she has left.
(15-30).
Still playing in a pretty assertive way, Holger Rune.
Oh, well, that was all a bit rash.
15-14.
Looks like there's a lot going on. Not feeling the serve, not spinning it right. Routine backhand through the middle. If you could say something to Nakashima right now, you would want to tell him, hey, man, be aggressive here. Try to get inside the court, look for a chance to hit your backhand up the line. Take it early, play big through the middle. I would expect a serve to the forehand here if you're Nakashima.
Away that goes. That's another chance. Slips on by for Nakashima.
You don't beat good players by playing carefully. You have to step up and take it from them. Especially someone like Rune, you can't count on him to make mistakes, even though he's been a little, inconsistent tonight. You have to take the game to him. There you go. Put the point to him.
He did. He certainly did. And Brandon makes a big, big move in this deciding set. Every single step of the way, he has just looked confident, composed, in command. Despite the sort of roller coaster ride from Rune. And he's not been broken all match.
A good second serve there, nice depth. And mixing locations up.
first serve. Out. 30 love.
Well, Holger Rune, he lost in the first round 12 months ago here. He's in big, big danger of doing the same again. Well, that's just when he looked a little bit tentative.
30-15.
You know, Rune is approaching through the middle of the court more times than not to that Nakashima forehand. There's no angle. Really forces Nakashima to try to press and create something when there's nothing there.
Out. 40-15. Game Nakashima.
Another game close up for Brandon Nakashima.
Nakashima leads 5 games to 3. Third set.
And for Nakashima, well, he lost in the opening round here last year to Laszlo Gera in straight sets. He has been to the 3rd round. That was his best ever run in 2022 here. Lost out to Yannick Sinner
50 love.
in that 3rd round, but he did beat Grigor Dimitrov in round 2.
Good return there. You got to
15 on.
be aggressive here. Got nothing to lose. Feel like a free game right here. Take some rips, put a little pressure on Rune.
Not quite.
30-15.
Smoothly done.
What I've been looking for.
30 on.
Good split step here. Turn shoulders. Compact backswing and contact out in front. Beautiful.
$40-30.
Full of attacking intent. That's return
Yes.
from Nakashima, and how he'd love to seal the deal on the Rune serve. Just avoid any of that added pressure and nerve of closing out on your own serve. What a touch it is from Nakashima that does bring up match point.
Advantage, Nakashima.
Not just yet. Slips on by for Nakashima.
Juice.
It's amazing the pressure you can put on your opponent by coming forward, even if you don't hit that great of an approach shot. That ball was through the middle of the court, wasn't very deep, but there was no angle for Nakashima, and you could feel Rune closing, particularly, Rune's finished off so many points in the net already.
Advantage, Rune.
Well, we will see what Nakashima has in his locker as he will step to the line and try and get this over the line.
Games to fall, third set.
He has not been broken all match. And now he is serving for the match.
Thank you. Players are ready. Thank you. Love at 15.
Not exactly the start he was looking for, but he found that first serve again. And this is exactly the job Holger has to do. Make this as uncomfortable as possible for Nakashima.
It's making Nakashima hit a ton of forehands. That's the side that's a little more vulnerable to breaking down. He can get a little stiff and then decelerate on those forehands. You want to see the footwork stay high, the acceleration stay high. Coach Sanguinetti, relax. Come on.
Big time serve.
15-13.
Yeah, great location. He'd been relying a little too much on the T serve. Rune was really starting to read it.
Goodness me, you could feel the tension there.
All.
19 shots, neither player dare miss, as those upon high want to get a look of this one. Everyone's welcome. Could be 2 points away here, Nakashima.
Oh, good second serve right there. What a second serve in the body.
14-13.
And it is match point once again. Big time from Brandon.
Recessive of 6-2, 6-1, 6-4.
Nakashima takes down the 15th seed, Holger Rune. And for the second year running, the young Dane is out at the first round stage. But Brandon Nakashima, take a bow. That was nerveless from start to finish.
Incredible stuff from Brandon Nakashima. It is not easy to finish off a match like that, but he's got a ton of reps this year. He's won a ton of matches at every level. All that builds up to being able to finish out a match like this.
From the get-go, that was outstanding from Nakashima, who just meant business here tonight. And Holger Rune, well, he's got to go back to the drawing board, because that all through just looked a little uncomfortable. He was frustrated at times. He didn't really get going in any of the sets.
Big thing for Rune was the serve. He could never really get going. He didn't find the consistency from the back of the court. Had a hard time stringing good points together.
And Nakashima, well, he's enjoyed this atmosphere here on Stadium 17. They were pulling for him, certainly. And he was able to get this one done in straight sets. Absolutely enormous performance. And once again, he's got a win against Holger Rune. 3 times they've played, 3 times Nakashima has won. He's got the number of the young Dane.
Tennis is all about matchups.
Yeah.
In Brandon Nakashima, there's something about playing Holger Rune that brings out the best tennis in him.
It's a cool reaction from an ice-cool competitor here tonight. I'll tell you what, if he plays like he did tonight, if he continues to serve like he did, he's got a great chance of having a big run here in New York. He's been to the 3rd round before. That was a couple of years ago. He'd love to repeat that trick. And who knows, maybe go further. Nakashima, he's out and running. And he will take his time here on Stadium 17. Why not? Just sign a few autographs, take a few pictures, and
give the people what they want.
Absolutely. And they love what they saw tonight. Sweaty selfies and all, as we see the skyline here in New York City. And Holger Rune, he is out. Nakashima moves on.
Yeah, these serve numbers really tell the story. Holger Rune under 40% first serves in the box. That's just not going to get it done. Brandon Nakashima, a healthy 67%. 5 of 13 break points converted. That's a good ratio and kept the unforced errors to a minimum. Solid day on Stadium 17.